Yeah, I'm done. I've completely lost faith in the current job market in London as it is now. I'm just done with it. I've been unemployed now for like coming to a year now again, like 9 months. I left my last job in 2023 in November, and then did two courses, one in construction, and then the last one was for the green industry. It was like what they call retrofitting industry. But it just seems to lead nowhere. And for the green industry course, they promised that they really hyped up that would lead to finding employment and that there was work out there, and it was a growing industry and there's lots of work out there. And the case is it's not. The entry level jobs are gone. With entry level courses, you're gonna have to do more courses to actually find opportunities. They are very expensive. Like the ones in this industry that I did, it's up to like thousands of pounds, hundreds of pounds. And like, really, after being unemployed, like nothing's coming in. I almost have nothing to spend now. And both of those are completely different from like what I studied in university. I realized like by the way, I did filmmaking in university. Filmmaking is great. That's my passion. And over the years, I've made videos for YouTube like this and that and this. Originally, I started out doing like sketches and humorous videos I thought were funny, but now looking back, a lot of them were cringe. Completely cringe. But they were a learning process. That was like a good learning process over the years. Like, then went to uni, did filmmaking. Only thing I regret with that was not making more things. I think I was more focused on, partying, drinking, having fun. But yeah, I should have made more things. I should have made more things. But it's fine though. Everything I learned has led up to now, and I think I'm in a good headspace now to to create more. But then after uni, I felt like I should make up for lost time. So I was just thinking about any possible style of video I could make. So for a short time, I was making kind of vloggy kind of style videos, and like I was doing a little bit more sketches, things like that. It's things that I thought that I could just make quickly and put it out there and just keep creating. But nothing really quite worked, I felt like. I don't think I was quite making anything that was capturing an audience. Because at the end of the day, it is like entertainment. It's meant to be interesting for you watching at the end of the day as well. And I don't think I was quite thinking about that. I think I was still experimenting, still experimenting. But it was a lot of fun though. I learned so much. But then of course, after uni, life gets real and you have to find work, and no one's looking around going, who has a filmmaking degree that I can hire? No one's doing that. It's like maybe if you chose a subject like science or maths or even a trade, things that are actually really in demand, like industries that are very in demand, those are like probably the best industries to have a degree for. But with filmmaking, you don't need a degree to pick up a camera and start shooting. You really don't need a degree for that. And a lot of the information these days you can find online for video production and writing, storytelling, things like that. It's all available. Really. Not that film schools or educational systems are like for film are not useful. They are, but they're not essential. They're good, but not essential. And all that has led to now. The kind of work that I've always found in the past has been like retail jobs and things like that. You'd think someone who did like a creative industry, say if you've done a creative industry, that they would apply to maybe a production house or a media agency, things like that. And I've applied. There's a great access in England called Creative Access. They've got loads of opportunities, and I've applied for a few, but yeah, I didn't get them. So back to retail. And what was really like, and what's really been an eye opener was like my last job. I was the oldest one there. That is that that has never happened to me before, ever. Like I've always been like one of the youngest wherever I've worked. I've never been like either the youngest or everyone's pretty much the same age. But at this place, it was a juice bar in London. I was the oldest one there. I'm 26, by the way, but everyone working there was like 18, 19, 20, like pretty much uni students. And it was just odd. It was such like a grounding moment. Grounding? Is that the right word? An eye-opening moment. It was a very eye-opening moment. It made me realize like life's just going. And I don't want to be stuck working with teenagers in retail forever. That is just, no. I no. I mean, if that's what someone wants, cool. But yeah, I can't do it, man. Not for me. So that's why afterwards I thought, you know what, maybe I should do a course, change gears completely, go into a completely different direction, new industry. And that's what led me to getting the construction course and doing that, and then finishing that, getting the what they call a green labor card. It is like a manual labor course. And then after that, doing the green course, the retrofitting course, which so far hasn't seen any promise. And that's led me till now. YouTube is the last hope. It is the last hope. I'm really taking a leap into the unknown with this one. I figured, you know what, I'm going to double down on my creative passions, double down on the creativity, you know, because now this is like a viable option. This is like a viable option. If someone wanted to be a full-time creator, that's a viable option. Yeah, you could balance it part-time, say if you're working. If you ever reach a point where what you do creatively becomes your actual job, that's like the aim. That's like the ultimate aim. That would be amazing. You know, jobs, as of now, they're changing. The job climate is changing. Especially so many jobs are gonna be obsolete in just a few years. You know, the technology is changing so fast. Like, it's changing so fast. You know, in supermarkets, the self-checkout section is growing bigger, but the cashier section, you know, the human cashier register section is shrinking completely. Stores like Amazon Fresh, I don't know if you've ever been in there, but like you walk in, no one's there. You walk in, there's maybe one or two people who work there, security guard who you say hello to, but you scan in your code and you're just walking free around the shop. It's surreal, man. You just walk in, walk out. But as convenience grows in the world, I feel like that's how it's gonna be. Like a lot of jobs are going fast, really fast moving world, and we're nearly halfway through the decade of the 2020s. You know, it's 2024 now, currently as we speak. Soon gonna be 2025 in a few months. It's just going so fast. Everything's speedy. In a fast moving world, I feel like we gotta find new avenues, think of new ways of how we want to live our lives in this changing climate, because to keep on going by the old system is just, it's not working. It just doesn't quite work anymore, you know. It's not working anymore. Things are changing so fast. You have to think of new ways of doing things. You have to break out of the old way of thinking. And yeah, yeah, I feel like doubling down on your passions is really important. I feel like that's the way forward. If you can supplement that, if you are working and you can supplement that with your current job as it is, that's like the way to go. To double down on passions, whatever it is. I feel like that's the right thing to do. To double down on passions and make something happen of that. Because we only get one life as we know it. So, yeah, yeah. And I don't want to be an old man living with regret. It's like that. It's like that quote from Inception. That is the quote from Inception, where Sato goes, "I don't want to be an old man dying with regret." But seriously, yeah, no. Who wants that? Who wants to be old living with regret? Do you? Is that what you want? Really? So yeah, this is the first step of that. Right now, I'm currently in Pirate Studios, which is a recording studio in London, where you can come in. They're like scattered all around London. You can come in. You can like people record music here, rehearse music here. Usually, you can record things here, voiceovers. The only thing I would say is though is the walls aren't soundproof. That's the only thing. So if someone's rehearsing next door, you can hear them. So I don't know if you can hear anything through the walls, but yeah, it's not soundproof, but it's a good space. It's a good space. What I've realized, what I'm realizing even more as the days go on, is that nothing is guaranteed. You know, nothing is guaranteed. It's just the best thing to do is just to just go for it. To just go for it, because fuck it, why not? Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. You may as well do what you really want to do with the time that you have. You may as well just do it. You may as well just do it, because, like the Sato quote, you don't want to get old. You don't want to get old and have regrets. You know? No regret rien, no regret rien. Well, if all else fails, I'll just be a pop star, I guess. So yeah, this is it. Back on it. I'm back on it and ready to start putting more work out there. In this climate, I think that's the right thing to do. If there's something you're passionate about, this is the time to create and put work out there. Let's do it.